Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're talking about a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm, the 1980 United States $quarter coin with the P mint mark. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. The 1980 P $quarter was minted in Philadelphia, the heart of American coin production. It's part of the Washington Quarter series, a design that honors George Washington, the first president of the United States. The obverse side shows Washington's proud portrait, while the reverse side features the bold American eagle with wings spread wide, symbolizing freedom and strength. But what makes this particular year and mint mark so exciting isn't just its design, it's the rarity, the mystery, and the unbelievable stories hidden within its tiny metal surface. Back in 1980, millions of quarters rolled out of the mint, used daily in stores, parking meters, and vending machines across the nation. But among those millions, a few special ones were struck with rare and fascinating minting errors that have collectors talking non-stop. These mistakes are what transform an everyday coin into a true collector's dream. Imagine having a coin that looks like any other, yet is worth thousands of dollars simply because of one rare flaw made during the minting process. That's what makes the 1980 P quarter such an incredible find. One of the most famous and desirable errors seen in this coin is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value of the coin becomes. Collectors love these coins because no two are ever alike. Each one tells a unique story of how it slipped through the careful eyes of the mint's quality control. Another fascinating error is the double die obverse, where parts of the design, like the date, the lettering, Liberty, or the phrase, "In God We Trust," appear slightly doubled. This doubling effect happens when the die strikes the coin more than once in the same spot but at a slightly different angle, creating a shadow-like appearance that's visible even to the naked eye. And that's not all. Some 1980 P quarters have been discovered with missing mint marks, clipped planchets, and even unusual metal compositions that differ from the standard copper-nickel blend. Each of these variations adds a layer of intrigue and skyrockets the coin's desirability in the collector's market. If you find a coin that feels slightly lighter or heavier than usual, or if the rim looks uneven, you might be holding something extremely special. These physical clues can be the first sign that your quarter is not just pocket change, it's potential treasure. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for the perfect 1980 P $quarter, one that combines rarity, condition, and error type. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition with sharp details and bright luster are always in high demand. And when you add a striking error to the mix, the value can increase dramatically. Auction houses and online marketplaces have seen jaw-dropping bids for rare examples of this coin, with prices climbing higher every year as more collectors join the hunt. The excitement around these coins shows no sign of slowing down, and the competition to own one is fierce. If you're lucky enough to have one of these quarters, take a close look at it under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Check the details carefully: the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the edges. Even a small irregularity can mean the difference between an ordinary coin and one worth a small fortune. That's the beauty of coin collecting. Every discovery, every inspection brings a rush of excitement and the possibility of finding something extraordinary. Recently, collectors have been amazed to see 1980 P quarters with unique and dramatic errors selling for unbelievable amounts at auction. One stunning example in pristine condition with a double die error fetched an incredible price, proving that these coins are not just collectible but truly investment-worthy pieces of American history. The market for rare U.S. coins continues to grow, and coins like this are at the center of that excitement. So, the big question is, how much can a rare 1980 P $quarter coin be worth? Well, hold on to your seat, because one of these extraordinary coins, in flawless condition with a significant error, has been reported to reach a jaw-dropping value of $76,000. Yes, you heard that right, $76,000 for a single quarter. Second rare coin, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in American history, the United States $quarter from 1965. This coin might look simple and ordinary at first glance, but behind its silver-gray shine lies a fascinating story of rarity, error, and incredible value that every collector needs to know. The year 1965 was one of the most significant in U.S. coinage history. It marked a major change in how American coins were made. Before this year, quarters were struck in 90% silver, but in 1965, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel clad composition due to the rising cost of silver. That means the 1965 quarter was the very first of its kind, the start of a new era in American coin production. However, during this transition, some remarkable minting mistakes occurred that created a few legendary coins still being hunted by collectors today. Imagine this: as the mint was phasing out silver coins and starting to produce the new copper-nickel ones, a few silver planchets accidentally got mixed into the presses meant for 1965 quarters. This resulted in an ultra-rare and highly sought-after coin, a 1965 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel one. These coins look almost identical to regular quarters, but they have a slightly different color tone, a distinct ring when dropped, and they weigh a little more than usual. It's one of those thrilling moments in coin history where an accident created a true masterpiece worth a fortune. Collectors go crazy for these silver 1965 quarters because they represent a perfect blend of history, mystery, and rarity. They are considered transition-era coins, meaning they were struck during a major shift in production. Very few have ever been confirmed, and each discovery sends waves of excitement through the numismatic community. Holding one of these coins is like holding a piece of minting history that slipped through the cracks of change, but that's not all. The 1965 quarter has several other types of rare errors that make it even more fascinating. Some have double die errors, where parts of the design, like the date or the word Liberty, appear double due to a misalignment during minting. Others have off-center strikes, where the image is shifted or incomplete, giving each coin a one-of-a-kind appearance. There are even coins with clipped planchets, missing edges, or partial reading, all of which add to their uniqueness and desirability. The combination of these errors and the historical significance of the year 1965 makes these coins some of the most collectible pieces in modern American numismatics. If you want to identify a potentially valuable 1965 quarter, start by checking its weight. A standard copper-nickel 1965 quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams, while the rare silver version weighs closer to 6.25 grams. You can also check the edge of the coin. Regular clad quarters show a copper-colored stripe along the rim, but the silver ones do not. Another good sign is the sound test. Gently dropping the coin on a hard surface should produce a clear, bell-like ring if it's silver. Always handle your coin carefully, and if you think you've got something special, have it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. In recent years, 1965 quarters with confirmed silver composition or rare mint errors have made headlines at major coin auctions. Collectors have been willing to pay staggering amounts for well-preserved examples, especially those verified by top grading companies. The excitement surrounding these coins has only grown as more people become aware of their potential value. It's the kind of discovery that every coin enthusiast dreams about, finding a simple-looking coin that turns out to be a hidden treasure. The demand for rare 1965 quarters is higher than ever, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. These coins not only hold monetary value but also tell a powerful story about a pivotal moment in U.S. history. They remind us that even in the most ordinary coins, there can be extraordinary secrets waiting to be uncovered. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this coin deserves a special place in your collection for its history, beauty, and sheer rarity. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, the value. A rare 1965 United States $quarter struck on a silver planchet or featuring a major mint error in pristine, uncirculated condition has been known to reach an astonishing price of $100,000. That's right, $100,000 for a single quarter that most people might overlook in their change. Third expensive coin, we're diving into one of the most exciting coins in American history, the United States of America $quarter coin from 1971. This coin may look like an ordinary piece of change, but what lies beneath its surface has captured the hearts of collectors and treasure hunters all over the world. Get ready, because this little piece of history could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1971 quarter was struck at a fascinating time in the U.S. Mint's history. The coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, proudly representing the nation's first president, while the reverse displays the powerful image of the American eagle, wings spread wide as a symbol of liberty and strength. These coins were made primarily from a copper-nickel clad composition, replacing the silver content that had been phased out years earlier. But what makes the 1971 quarter so special is not just its design, it's the rare minting errors and unique variations that have made this particular year legendary among collectors. When the 1971 quarters were being minted in Philadelphia and Denver, small but crucial mistakes occurred during production, and these minting errors are what turned ordinary coins into rare and valuable treasures. One of the most famous and highly sought-after varieties is the 1971 quarter struck on a silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel one. This happened when leftover silver blanks from earlier minting years accidentally got mixed into the presses for the new 1971 issues. The result was a rare transitional error, a 1971 quarter that looks normal at first but contains actual silver instead of the newer metal alloy. These are incredibly rare and have become one of the ultimate finds for coin collectors worldwide. Another amazing error found on the 1971 quarter is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions, causing details like the date, the word liberty, and in God we trust to appear doubled or shadowed. This subtle imperfection, visible to the naked eye or under magnification, gives the coin a unique and mesmerizing appearance that collectors absolutely love. Each one is unique, no two double die coins are ever exactly the same. That individuality adds to its rarity and incredible value, but the excitement doesn't stop there. Some 1971 quarters were struck off-center, where the design appears shifted or incomplete, creating dramatic visual effects that make every off-center coin one of a kind. Others have been found with clipped planchets, partial edges, or even missing reading around the rim. These rare minting errors are like fingerprints, each one tells a story of the precise moment when something unexpected happened in the minting process. That's what makes collecting them so thrilling. It's not just owning a coin, it's owning a tiny piece of minting history that can never be recreated. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for high-quality examples of these rare 1971 quarters. Coins that remain in mint or uncirculated condition, bright, lustrous, and free from heavy wear, are especially prized. When combined with a rare minting error or unique feature, the value of these coins skyrockets. Many collectors and investors are now realizing that these transitional and error coins are more than just collectibles, they're historical artifacts with long-term value and growing demand. To identify whether your 1971 quarter might be one of these rare treasures, start by checking its weight and sound. A standard copper-nickel 1971 quarter should weigh around 5.67 grams, while a silver planchet version weighs closer to 6.25 grams. You can also inspect the edge. If there's no visible copper color and the coin gives off a clear, high-pitched ring when gently dropped, you might be holding a silver error coin. For double die varieties, use a magnifying glass or coin loop to look closely at the lettering and date. Any visible doubling could mean your coin is one of the valuable error types. In recent years, collectors have witnessed shocking auction results for these coins. A few 1971 quarters with confirmed minting errors and flawless condition have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at major numismatic events. Each sale only increases the excitement and demand for these coins as new collectors join the hunt. The buzz in the collecting world is real. Everyone wants to be the one who discovers the next record-breaking 1971 quarter. The beauty of coin collecting is that you never know when you might come across one of these hidden gems. It could be sitting quietly in your coin jar, your wallet, or a family collection that hasn't been checked in years. Every coin tells a story, and this one, the 1971 quarter, tells a story of rarity, history, and pure excitement. It's one of those coins that keeps collectors searching, hoping to find that perfect piece that can change everything. And now for the most thrilling part of all, the value. A rare 1971 United States quarter dollar with a minting error, especially one struck on a silver planchet or showing an extraordinary double-die obverse in pristine, uncirculated condition, has been known to reach a jaw-dropping value of $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single quarter that most people might mistake for ordinary change. Specially is all about one of the most intriguing and talked about coins in U.S. history, the United States of America quarter-dollar coin from 1966. This coin might seem like a regular Washington quarter at first glance, but hidden within its metallic shine is a story of rarity, error, and incredible value that has collectors around the world on the edge of their seats. The 1966 quarter was struck during one of the most transformative periods in American coinage history. Just 1 year after the nation moved away from silver coinage, the mint was still perfecting the new copper-nickel clad process. That transition period gave birth to some of the most fascinating minting errors and rare variations ever seen. Every collector knows that transitional years are the breeding ground for minting miracles, and the 1966 quarter is no exception. It's a coin born in a time of change, making it not only historically significant but also potentially worth an astonishing amount today. On the obverse, the 1966 quarter proudly bears the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, facing left with the word "Liberty" above him and "In God We Trust" to the side. The reverse features the majestic bald eagle with its wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, a timeless symbol of American freedom and strength. But what truly makes this coin special is what can't be seen at first glance: the hidden minting errors that have transformed a simple piece of metal into a collector's dream. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint was struggling with massive coin shortages and rapid production demands. To keep up, millions of coins were struck quickly, and with that rush came mistakes, beautiful, valuable mistakes that today are highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous of these is the rare 1966 quarter struck on a leftover silver planchet from previous years. Imagine a coin minted in the era of copper-nickel but accidentally created with 90% silver. That tiny error made history. The few 1966 quarters that exist in silver are incredibly rare, making them one of the most prized finds for serious collectors. Another fascinating discovery is the double-die error seen on some 1966 quarters. This happens when the die used to strike the coin hits twice at slightly different angles, creating a doubled image of the date, letters, or even parts of Washington's profile. These coins have a stunning visual effect. Look closely, and you'll see the doubling around the numbers and words, giving the coin an almost three-dimensional appearance. Each one is completely unique, a little masterpiece of minting imperfection that makes collectors go wild with excitement, and that's not all. Some 1966 quarters are known for their off-center strikes, where the design is visibly shifted from the center, leaving blank areas on one side of the coin. Others show clipped planchets, where the coin's edge is missing a small curved section due to an error in cutting the blanks. Even rarer are the coins struck on foreign planchets, a true minting mystery that occurred when planchets intended for coins of other countries somehow ended up in the U.S. presses. Each of these error types adds incredible character and value to the coin, turning what was once ordinary currency into a collector's prize worth thousands. Collectors across the world are constantly searching for these elusive 1966 treasures. Coins that have been preserved in mint or uncirculated condition are even more desirable, especially those verified with high grades by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. The demand for error quarters from this era continues to rise as new generations of collectors discover their historical importance and rarity. Owning a 1966 error quarter isn't just about its value. It's about holding a piece of American history that tells the story of change, progress, and unexpected perfection born out of imperfection. To identify if your 1966 quarter might be one of these rare gems, start by checking the weight and edge. Standard copper-nickel quarters from this year weigh around 5.67 grams and show a distinct copper-colored line on the edge. But if your coin weighs closer to 6.25 grams and has no copper band, you might have a silver planchet error, one of the most valuable types known. Also, inspect your coin carefully under bright light or with a magnifying glass to look for doubled lettering, off-center designs, or missing details. Each of these signs could mean your coin is far more valuable than its face value suggests. Recent auction records have stunned the collecting community. In the past few years, several 1966 quarters with verified minting errors have sold for breathtaking amounts. Rare silver planchet examples, especially those in flawless condition, have commanded massive bids, while double die varieties and off-center errors have drawn collectors into heated competition. The value of these coins continues to rise as their scarcity becomes more apparent, and every discovery sparks new excitement in the world of numismatics. The 1966 United States $quarter coin is not just another collectible, it's a piece of American heritage, a story of transformation and discovery captured in metal. Its rarity, its mysterious minting errors, and its timeless beauty make it one of the most exciting coins any collector could hope to find. Whether you're new to the hobby or a seasoned expert, this coin represents everything that makes coin collecting magical: history, mystery, and the thrill of the hunt. And now for the part you've been waiting for, the value. A rare 1966 United States $quarter with a confirmed silver planchet error, or an exceptional double die or off-center strike in pristine, uncirculated condition, has been reported to reach an incredible price of $120,000. That's right, $120,000 for a single quarter that most people would overlook as just another coin in their pocket. Last unique coin, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of one extraordinary piece, the United States of America $quarter coin from 1985, minted in Philadelphia and marked with the famous P. At first glance, it might look like just another quarter, but trust me, this little coin has a story that will blow your mind. Some of these 1985 quarters have become legends in the numismatic community, fetching jaw-dropping prices and captivating collectors all around the world. The 1985 P quarter belongs to the Washington Quarter series, a true American classic that has been circulating since 1932. This coin features the bold and timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse, along with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," and the date 1985 shining proudly beneath. On the reverse side, the fierce American eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching arrows in its talons, symbolizing the nation's strength and readiness to defend freedom. It's a design that speaks to American pride, history, and craftsmanship. But what makes the 1985 P quarter truly special isn't just its beauty, it's the rare minting errors and variations that have made certain examples worth far more than anyone ever imagined. When the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck these quarters, millions rolled off the presses to meet public demand. But as every collector knows, even in the most controlled minting environments, mistakes can happen, and those mistakes are exactly what make a coin like this incredibly valuable today. Some 1985 P quarters were struck with errors so rare that they instantly became collector treasures. These coins aren't just currency, they're one-of-a-kind historical artifacts created by a perfect storm of timing and precision gone slightly awry. One of the most fascinating errors found on some 1985 P quarters is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image that can be seen on the lettering, the date, or even Washington's facial features. When you tilt the coin under good lighting, you might notice faint shadows or doubling, and that's when you know you've found something special. Collectors go crazy for these double die varieties because no two are identical, making every piece completely unique. Another highly prized error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank, also called a planchet, is not perfectly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted dramatically to one side. The more off-center the strike, without cutting off too much of the design, the higher the value climbs. A 1985 quarter with a dramatic off-center error is a true showpiece in any collection. And then there are those mysterious broad strike errors, where the rim expands outward due to missing collar pressure during minting. These rare and eye-catching coins stand out immediately when compared to normal quarters, but wait, there's more. Some 1985 P quarters have been found struck on the wrong planchet entirely. Imagine a quarter struck on a dime-sized blank or on a foreign coin planchet. These incredible minting anomalies are like winning the numismatic lottery. These wrong planchet errors are so rare that when one appears, it can spark bidding wars among collectors at major auctions. The sheer uniqueness of such coins guarantees their place among the most sought-after pieces in American coin history. Collectors today are paying close attention to 1985 P quarters because they've realized how few high-quality examples exist in mint or near-mint condition. Over the years, most of these coins were heavily circulated, meaning pristine specimens are becoming harder and harder to find. A perfectly preserved quarter with sharp details, brilliant luster, and a flawless strike can bring in impressive offers from serious collectors and investors. Add an error into the mix, and the price skyrockets, sometimes beyond what anyone would expect for a coin most people still think is only worth 25 cents. To check if you might have one of these rare treasures, start by inspecting your 1985 P quarter carefully under bright light or using a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers, especially on Liberty and the date. Check the edge for any irregularities, sometimes you'll see broad striking or signs of misalignment. Measure the weight as well, any difference from the standard 5.67 grams could point to a wrong planchet error. Even slight color or texture variations can hint that your coin might be out of the ordinary. In recent years, auctions have revealed some mind-blowing results for these rare 1985 P quarters. Coins with verified minting errors or in superb condition have sold for thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors have become increasingly passionate about modern era coins, and the 1985 P quarter has earned its spot as one of the most exciting discoveries from the late 20th century. Every new find only adds to the excitement and fuels the hunt among treasure seekers and numismatists worldwide. This coin represents the thrill of discovery, the idea that even in something as common as pocket change, there could be hidden history and incredible value waiting to be found. The 1985 P quarter is more than a piece of metal, it's a piece of America's story, a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones we overlook every day. Whether you're a longtime collector or just starting your journey, this coin shows exactly why the world of numismatics is so captivating. Every coin has a story, and every story could lead to a fortune, and now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value. A rare 1985 United States $quarter coin from the Philadelphia Mint with a significant minting error or in pristine, uncirculated condition has been reported to sell for an incredible price of $50,000. That's right, $50,000 for a single quarter that most people wouldn't look twice at. So, what are you waiting for, treasure hunters? Go check your wallets, coin jars, and old collections. Your 1985 P quarter might be the hidden gem you never knew you had. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next amazing coin discovery. And drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare quarter, or do you think you might have a valuable 1985 P coin? Share your story, and let's uncover the hidden treasures together. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.